Hello, everyone. How is everyone? Oh, what can I say? It's been a long day. I got spit on today. That was. Oh, it's retail. Do it. But, anyways, that being said, I'm here with Mike, and we're here to do Geekout. I think I'm gonna have a bitch fest about 5e, 5.5 or 24. Like, just read. Let's call it 6th edition. Oh, it's not. Whatever they want to call it. They keep changing the. Now it's 2024. So a couple things we're going to talk about with um uh yeah, so okay, can't hear Mike. Why? Interesting. Hold on. I can fix that. Go
See
ahead
if
and
it
say
comes back.
something.
Something. Hello, howdy. Is everyone doing tonight?
There we go.
That
All right.
that's that's what my wife says too. I talk a lot, but she doesn't hear anything.
She can only see your lips. You're in rare fighting spirit today. All right. So let's go ahead and switch over to display. All right. So first things first. Uh, Rascal News, Ironbound. It's really there's a big.
Congratulations.
Everybody knows. Anybody on this thing. So what is the
Still a
bitch
good
about?
success.
All right. So I get to read some of the player's handbook, the new player's handbook, and here's my problem with it. It's Tasha's cauldron of everything. Just all the optional rules are now in as actual standard. I mean, I'm not complaining. Tasha's was good, but it really isn't new per se. I mean, they've revised the rules a little bit, but it's not. And that's my problem. It's not new. But on top of that, we also have something else that we need. I can bitch about. What?
Are
Um,
you casting on X as well, Dave?
am I what? No, I'm
What was
not.
the other one? Okay.
YouTube and Twitch.
Okay.
Um, they Chris Cox made a statement. I'm just gonna read the statement because it's a statement. Uh, yeah. We'll talk, Scotty.
I'm
Inside
not
of
seeing
development, we've already been using AI. It's mostly machine learning based AI or property AI as opposed to ChatGPT. I hate to tell them, but that's what ChatGPT is. That's exactly what ChatGPT is. Excuse me. We will deploy it significantly, liberally, internally as both a knowledge worker aid and a development aid. I'm probably more excited though about the playful element of AI. You look at a typical D&D player. I play with probably 30 to 40 people regularly, and there's not a single person who doesn't use AI somehow with their campaign development, character development, or story idea. True, I'm a big component that AI can really help the DM. That I don't have a problem with. That's a clear signal that we need to be embracing. Also true. I totally understand that. We need to do it carefully, do it responsibly, make sure we pay creators, and we need to make sure that we're clear when something is AI generated. But around using AI to generate content, AI to stream player introduction, using AI for emergent storytelling, I think you're going to see that not just our hardcore brands like D, but also most of our brands. Did I lose you, Mike, or did you turn off your camera? Lost you. I lost you. That disconnect. So
Yeah,
basically,
no,
he's
I.
saying that AI is not going away and we're not getting rid of it,
Mhm.
which fine. AI is AI. It's there. It's gonna be there. Um, it's not going away. Like I've been saying from the AI is just a tool. It's gonna be replace the camera. It's gonna replace the video camera. It's
Yeah.
just a tool that's going to. I'm not super upset with this statement from Chris Cox. Um, as long as they
No,
actually say what is AI and what.
yeah, and I'm glad he pulled out some of those things because that's exactly, and as you caveated to earlier, as not caveated, as you commented on earlier, those are exactly the things that I use them for too. I use it a lot to try and get a good prompt. Like, I have no idea where to go with this. Here's the 7 things I have. What else can I do? Right?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, have you thought of this? Have you thought of that? Oh, those are great ideas. No, let me pull that together. Now let me build on that. So I use it for a lot of self prompting, if you will.
and that's what it sounds like they're using it. But say it's not as opposed to ChatGPT approach. ChatGPT does exactly the exact same thing.
Right, but I think he was saying that because they're talking about doing machine learning and a proprietary AI specific to WotC
That
versus
person using ChatGPT,
ChatGPT. Right, right.
which I'm fine with, but that's not what that sentence says. That sentence says that ChatGPT is using a different type of AI algorithm than what we are using, but that's not really the case.
We
But
will agree to disagree because it's English and it's fun.
mm-hmm. um, in general, Watsy's not going to stop using AI, and we should
Mm-mm.
just get the fuck over it, is what they're saying. Yeah, just fine. I'm okay with it. Whatever. I'm pretty much giving up on Watsy. Um,
I'll be right back. Take care of the dog.
sure, no problem. So the players, 2024 players live on D&D Beyond, which actually took down D&D Beyond for more than almost 12 hours, just when I needed to use it. I don't need to use it often. Happened to go down when I needed. If it's done right, AI can be a great tool. Like AI audio, generation, it could be really cool to get the tech in the hands of the smaller indie releases and have stories to tell that otherwise wouldn't. Using it to replace jobs to sell your shock is a shit move. I think there's a delineation between smaller people and groups using it to get onto the playing field. Large companies use cost. I 100% agree with you, Scotty. As a small company, it's really hard for me to compete. Um, I have found that it's very difficult. So I have been using AI to do um, advertising, Facebook. Um, so it's been working all right. Not advertising with images of AI, but using actual AI to find the right people to go add to. Um, it's not perfect, but it's okay. Um, so not a big deal. This wasn't major news, but I figured I'd put it on here. So D&D Beyond now has the 2020.
Yeah, that had to do with kind of game development. AI Doom is out, and I don't know if you've seen it or heard of it. It's
But
branching off the RPG TTRPG topic, but it's almost a game replacement using AI.
it's
So
100% almost a game. An AI built it
yep,
by itself. So
yep.
it was an interesting um what do you call it,
Research article.
research article, yeah, because they weren't doing it to sell it, they were doing it to for research.
Hmm.
So all right, this one is interesting. We're gonna actually look it up. Welcome to the new
Okay.
character sheet for 2020 or whatever they're calling. It looks nice. It's clean. It's modern. It's very modern. Um, Class features has the grid behind it, special effects. Instead of having lines to actually write stuff, I kind of like that idea. That's a good idea because then you can make your own.
Hmm.
Um, Kind of wish they kind of stopped the grid before they went up to here in the armor training section. Um, I like the logo on the second page. It's,
It's a character sheet.
it's a
Uh,
character sheet. It's not anything fancy. It's not anything detailed. Um, I feel like most of the stuff that you need to play is on the first page.
mhm.
Um, I like how the skills are separated by the
I,
score, intelligence scores.
I was just going to comment. Actually, I'm the other way. I uh, I like them when they're not like this. Makes it easy, right, for the additions and what your bonuses are generally. But I like them better when they're not associated with it, and it's a separate
I
listing because
I
I like players to have the option. Like if we're doing something that doesn't make sense, stealth inside a crowd. Dexterity might do something. I can see where wisdom can help out with that. I can see where charisma might be able to help out with that. Um,
I like that they combined all of this skill based, attribute based stuff together. They have the saving throws in the right spot. They have the
right.
skills in the right spot. It's all one
Okay.
place. Where before you had to your saving throws were up over on the right, and then your ability scores were across the top. And then for skills you had to go down the sheet. It's kind of nice to be able to see it right there. Um, they're now calling it heroic inspiration instead of just
Yeah.
inspiration.
Inspiration.
Not sure I enjoyed that. It functioned much the same. I like that weapons and damage cantrips are right there.
Yeah.
I like that the second page is basically spells and equipment. Um, it's 2 pages. I mean, they reduced it. The current one is what, 4?
I couldn't tell you because
2014's
I never
4.
pay attention to it.
So this is a lot nicer. I much prefer um 2 pages versus
I,
7.
I've never used any of their organic character sheets, anyways. So
Um, death saves, yeah. Hit dice, yeah. I mean, it's nice. It's a good
three, yeah,
system.
it's got a good tracker on it. Yeah.
It's modern. It's not just squares. I actually don't mind it. It's pretty good. I wish there was a little bit more color. I don't know if they offer a color version. I didn't see one. I understand why they don't, but I like my character sheets with color. Yeah, so I haven't even checked out D&D once updated.
I have not either.
It's pretty much the same. Alpha, they have alpha maps now. Beta encounters. When is encounters gonna get away from beta?
You know,
I mean, come on, you just
probably.
updated it.
I, I'm going to guess once Sigil comes out and it gets integrated a little bit more, at
Maybe.
that point we may start to see it go away. The same thing with maps. I think
So here's the free
those will
rules
slowly
that you
progress.
get for 13. Um, yeah. So, um, it looks pretty much the same. A little bit nicer. Okay. Yeah, that's enough about what. Dimension 20 announced a new season of Misfits and Magic. I don't know if anybody watches Dimension 20, but I like Dimension. Brendan Lee. Though Brendan Lee Mulligan doesn't do magic. That's Abria. Abria does it, and she's really cool. Um, I think she does just as good a job as Brendan. And it uses a variant of kids on bikes, but kids on
Like,
bikes, kids on brooms, basically the same mechanic. It's gonna be fun. Um, Pathfinder resurrects 2 first edition classes from second edition archetypes, Blood Rager and the for the upcoming War of Immortals book. So they announced that
hmm,
those two are going to be subclasses. Second archetypes, they're kind of like subclasses. Um, I'm probably wrong. I am not a Pathfinder, so people probably wrong on. I don't even think I've read the rules for Pathfinder 2. Um,
I think I have the core book sitting in my wall of stuff.
uh, so Critical Role announces a whole bunch of things to add to their Beacon streaming service. They're adding a new podcast, a companion show to Legend of Vox Machina, a show called The Slayer's Take, a friendly actual play that's set in the Adria. A second season for Matt, um, for for it. Um,
A
and interesting part is that Rooster Teeth Crew is actually bringing back
Yeah,
Tales of Stinky Dragons to it. Which, if nobody's seen the Tales of the Stinky Dragons, they're
well, Rooster Teeth used to be hysterical. Well, back when it was what were they originally? Cockbite before they had to change it to Rooster Teeth.
right. So they announced a whole bunch of things. They don't own the rights to it anymore. And since they're technically Rooster Teeth has kind of collapsed a little bit since you're not gonna get it. I don't think you're gonna get it. But they
What's our
also announced
WBY?
Ruby. I'm sorry. They've lost the rights to it. They sold the rights to it when making it. For was it Nef? No, it wasn't Nef. Anyways, they sold the rights to it. Pretty positive. So yeah, so Rooster Teeth is doing a Tales from the Sneaking Dragon. Um Ironbound has reached 1300, so people know.
That's awesome.
1312. We are very close. Well, we're about halfway there for the second adventure, the casino heist, which we still haven't named. Um, so would love for that to get up there. So you haven't backed it, back it. Guess we're starting into Kickstarters now. It was an animated series started by Monto of Rooster Teeth. Started with a rough flash type animation and went great animations. The story is fantastic. I agree with you, Dottie, on the uh on the animation, everything for the for it's pretty good. All right, getting into it. A friend of the channel, Battle Zubisteria, um, Battlezoo is releasing an external storm book. It's gonna have 170 monsters. It's for 5e and Pathfinder. It's basically a book. Um, it they're great people. If you need monsters and stuff, they make really awesome adventures and monsters. Um, they're super amazing as far as like coming up with interesting stuff. Um, Instead of being the normal everyday 5e monster, it
Mm-hmm.
has interesting
Some
mechanics and
spin.
stuff to like specialized mechanics and stuff. So, um, and I want to know what
Trying to
this
think.
lantern guy is all about because that might be fun.
Yeah, I backed one of their other games. I do not remember what it was now, or one of the other Kickstarters. I don't remember what it was.
They have done lots and they are
Yeah.
amazing. Like their books are well crafted,
Yep.
well published. You're going to be able to do monster crafting in talk about how to do crafting with parts.
Mm-hmm.
So that will be interesting. Um, they're gonna have some animated tokens for you. Custom maps are gonna come out with it. There's special cover if you want the special cover. 2024 compatible.
Well, that's because it's 2014 compatible.
Right.
Sorry, I'm just trying to push your button there.
I know you are. Laser Team. It was a live action movie series. First one was great. Second one happened that I still want. Heroes of Barcadia is coming out with an expansion to their Barcadia game. Um, I don't. Have you ever played that board game?
I have
Game?
not played it. I saw it at Gen Con last year, 2 years ago, 2 years ago
It's
now, I
fun.
think. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. But no, I did not purchase it. I have not played it, but I thought the idea behind it was really fun.
The idea is great, and it's actually kind of fun. This expansion adds 4 new players. Um, Basically, your drink is your health bar,
Your health. Yep.
so it's cool. I'm all for them to come out with because they do great stuff. Um, so yeah, that's what that's coming out with. Um, Faster Purple Worm. Everybody dies. It's a book of 15 deadly adventures. By Beadley and Grimm's games. Who does they do a lot of cool adventures and stuff like that for 5e. Um, it's I'm trying to think what his name is. It's an actor that actually um it's his company, but I can't think of the actor's name. Irritating. I can't. Um, but right there, and I can't think of it. Horrible. But anyways, he runs the game company. Does some um. I'll be interested. I'm probably gonna um download it. Uh, Buy it. I mean, didn't download it. Buy it. It's only $25. I'm hesitant because it's 5e.
I'm a hasn't Beetle hasn't Beetle and Grimm's been published on D and D Beyond?
Yes, I believe they have.
Okay. Okay. I was the the font style with Beetle and Grimm. I was like, I feel like
I'm
I've seen
almost
this somewhere
positive
else
they have.
before. Okay.
I
That
think
was
there
that was my confusion.
wasn't the purple worm though. It was some. It was other adventures that they've done.
Yeah.
Um,
It might be that faster purple worm kill kill kill.
it wasn't the faster purple worm. That hasn't been.
Oh,
Um,
is that what?
Partner. Flea mortals
There you go.
like IAO. So they did. They have been. Um, More 5e. There's a lot of 5e on Kickstarter right now.
There's always a lot of 5e on Kickstarter.
Makes me wonder if I should do. I just don't want to do it. I don't know what would sell. I just. Um. Anyways, I'm National Horrors. Think basically Cthulhu monsters. It's basically 150 different illustrations. So I'm assuming it'd be close to that. Has 40 fiendish monsters. It has a class through Necromancer. Um, Lethal D100 critical hit chart.
Mm.
Which I'm interested in. That would be um. See, this is calling it 5e 5.5.
I saw.
Just um, it looks good. Um, there's rules for sanity. So I'm good with that. Good for them. They've made their goal already. I think they're 15,000 out of 10 with 30 days to go. Yeah, trying to shoot everything into D&D. That's exactly what everybody's trying to do.
Well, run with the hype.
Here's one that's not 5e. This
Deadline.
is a game, Deadline Clockwork Press, called Deadline. It's basically a game where you're a news reporter. Um, Play 4 players or on your own. There is a solo mode. Basically, you're a news reporter reporting on interesting things that are happening while trying to figure out a mystery. Um,
Hmm.
I thought it looked interesting. Like,
It's an interesting take on it.
it has its own system. It's not any particular system. So I'm all for systems. Um, Basically, you take on the role of a journalist from a large news publisher in the city and present it in the newspaper format. You bring a new approach to storytelling. Scotty's just going off about how they're cramming everything. Um, so that one looked interesting. Um, World Graph Grapher Grapher, yeah, Worldographer, however you say it. Um, they do already have this out, but they're updating it. A lot of cool tools. If you want a hex map, this is the tool.
Hmm. So it looks like they do hex for the world, and you can also get gridded for the tactical maps.
Um, yes. Um, Download a demo, test it out. Um, Basically,
Hmm.
it's an interesting system. It's a generative system, so you can generate stuff. Um, I'm
That map that they have, or a couple of these maps, make me think of what was that game, Dwarven Fortress.
Yeah, and it's gonna be very similar to that style. Like,
Yeah.
um, I'm intrigued. Am I intrigued to back it? No, I'm gonna download the demo tonight. Um, but it has potential. Um, and last but not least, finally, another non 5e game. This one is Sleepy
Hero.
Hollow using the Year engine. Um, which the Year engine Zero is actually a really dangerous uh engine. I don't know if you've played a Year Engine Zero game.
Um, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. I want to say I have.
Um, but
I'm trying to remember
it's very
what game
deadly,
that
so
was.
I could see this being really
Oh no, that's free publishing. No, that's not the one I was thinking of.
Free League. No, Free League is
No,
Year Engine.
yeah, that's not the one I was thinking of. No, I don't think I have.
I should run Aliens RPG on the stream. You should play it. It's fun. Um, but basically, it's Fey 19 early 1900s horror type
Hmm.
um game. So, and they're doing drive through. It's fine. I'm doing drive through. Um, I am a little
They have
jealous
a
about their funding. Um,
so they have an odd shaped book too. Looks a lot more like a kid's storybook.
yeah. You can do really weird, like drive through RPG actually has some real sizes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, yeah. So that one looks really interesting. Um, I'm all for it. I'm here for it. Um, that is all I have. Ironbound is live. BackerKit. I can't say that enough. Um, I have enough. I've made enough right now to pay the editor. If you do more, I can do more. I think. Uh, yeah, I still have another world bearer. So you could have your own. You could have a game with me. But then again, if you just join my, I'm a horrible salesman. When it comes to my own stuff. Yeah. So switch to the chat. Um, that's it, people. I got these cool nifty hats in the merch store. Link down below. Um, but I don't have much more on the list. I'm gonna dive back into. Oh, I probably should show that off. Let me show it off. We're just chatting now. Once it opens, come on, Foundry. All right. I'm creating a new Ironbound system for Foundry, and
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
this is the new character sheet. Password was not 123. This is the new character sheet. I've added a GM notes that's only visible to the GM person, so you can. But can add items. If you add attributes in there, if you put a damage attribute in there, it automatically gives you a damage modifier. There's capability of doing healing too on different items. So you have healing. It rolls. It gives when it rolls. It asks you for the boon bane. So you add boon bane to it, and then you have the ability. You can add ability pool points. Which seems broken. Oh, because I haven't set. I gotta fix that. You can use a destiny
No,
die, which will re-roll your destiny die. Um,
I'm poorly quoting Spaceballs.
uh, if I change this to actually have a attribute, nothing. We can actually roll. You can actually apply ability points.
Oh,
Apply those ability points, and it will tell you your result. So people can see what your result is.
that's awesome. Was there was there a was this just an update to it to refine it then?
It's an update to make it pretty.
Okay.
I was having a lot of pop-ups come up at the player, and it wasn't
Mm,
helpful to the players. Um, so now it's just a single roll for damage. I think I'm going to add a add something in here that allows you to do critical. You can click to do critical button, which is double. Just add what you have and another one, add it together. Um, but you have a favorites tab now, so you can actually add a favorites button. So you have all your favorite stuff on one tab, so you don't have to keep going through tabs. Um, Crit that shit overlaid with a. Can I make it a D12 since it's a D12? Another new thing is I have your boons and banes now. So you can see a list of your boons and banes right there in front of you. That's something I didn't have before. I didn't have boons and banes. Currently the attributes are not clickable, but they will be. Same with Destiny Die, it's not right now.
hmm
Power Die is though. Health points are, you can up your health points, you can minus your health points, you can change the base and edit. Same with your pool point. So character sheet is kind of functional. There's a couple
Right.
with no major problems, except for the fact that if you don't have a pool set for the item, choose none, it automatically doesn't on your apply pool, which actually makes sense. So I might keep it that way.
It's kind of like a safety
So
or something popping up saying, "Hey, you don't want to apply anything."
I'd like
Okay.
to get it to the point where if you're targeting somebody, it will automatically deduct from their health.
Right.
Um, that is the goal. A goal is add add to the health. Of
Some of those automation.
add to health minus health, that kind of automation. It makes it a little bit more difficult because of the system.
Right.
Um, I could add in a heal pool instead of heal health option. So right now it's just heal. Just basically it rolls a heal, whatever that form was, and that's add it where I think I'm gonna keep it that way for a while. Um but that's the character sheet. I think it looks pretty.
Yeah. It
Um
looks clean compared to the last time that I remember playing using it.
yeah, last time um
And that could have been because it was very kind of monochromatic. I think there was some color in it, but
no, it's very monochromatic. There was
was
no
it?
well there was some color in it. Uh
Yeah, there you go.
I get rid of the attack and cast buttons. Just add the physical clicking of the name.
Right.
Um, I got rid of the saving of an extra Destiny die. I'm going to have um, there's going to be a feat. Add a feat that adds the extra Destiny die. It's just going to add to the base for you. Um, I didn't put the action point. I didn't. God, I have to. I didn't do action point. How did I forget the action point? I didn't forget them. They're listed in the actual actor. I don't have them.
Annotated on the sheet.
Shit. Where am I gonna put? Probably right next to health.
Yeah.
Probably
So
some,
it looks like you have base in there. Yep.
and I'll just duplicate the health. Just get rid. All right. Oh, looks like I have some. Thought I grabbed everything. I thought it was. It does have the capability of if I have a class, let's say class one, um, and I have a class, I have a speed where um I can drag and drop those.
Right in.
Yeah, they don't delete yet. That's on my list.
A step at a time. That looks good.
Add the app. It's good. Can't believe it.
Or you could put it underneath the character's name, or character's
No, I'm trying
picture
to
as
avoid
well.
doing that.
Okay.
So I think it's gonna go right here, right after the health dot.
Right.
But yeah, it looks good. I think it looks.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting there. Not 100%. Like I haven't even started the piece. I need to adjust some.
I like the image on the background. I liked it on the character sheet too.
Yeah,
It almost looks like a paint splotch.
yeah. Um, Kind of why I did it. Um, I was worried at first that it was hard to read. It's really not.
Yeah, with having the white backgrounds on it to kind of pull it out, I think it looks well.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Um, that's the way it's going, and all of your items have same information. Yeah, so that's where we're at with that. All right, I think that's it, folks. Unless you guys have more things that you want me to bitch about Watsy about, I can always bitch about Watsy. Um, I think that's going to be it for today, folks. You guys all have a wonderful night, and thank you, Mike, for being here as
Yeah,
always.
always. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it. Hopefully next week I'll be a
Bitch
little bit
more
better
about the
prepared.
lack of color in their sheets. Their color, I mean, compared to Grimwood sheets, Ironbound sheet.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't, like I said, I don't think I've ever used any of their organic sheets. It's not that they're bad. I end up building something on my own or using something a little bit more creative.
Ironbound. Yes, I mean, compared to this is a lot pretty, a lot color. Have. I mean,
Yeah,
let's be honest. It actually has the capability of color. Like they could do color borders. They don't have to duke the colors. I'm colorblind, kid.
the colors, Luke. Yeah,
Yeah, you probably. I if you are colorblind, Scotty, I would be interested to know if the colors are or not. Because I would like to be diverse of
accessible.
accessible. So okay, it was. I would like to find a colorblind person. So if anybody knows a colorblind person, I would love.
But let me. Here we go. I'm going to drop it into the chat. This was something I had found, or somebody had sent to me at some point. Wait, was that it? No, I don't think that was it. That was a color thing. That wasn't the one I was looking for.
Yeah, that's a color thing.
Yeah, that was. We were looking at color accessibility a couple weeks ago,
I mean, I definitely want more color ability that um I have. I know that is I definitely know it's spot. Oh, that's the commercial. Gotcha. Yeah, I remember that. Um, but yeah, so I I do because I see color fine, so sometimes I forget about that. Oh, you have a Kickstarter that you're following? I think I talked about them last week. I try not to. I, I try not to. It doesn't always happen. Oh
Oh, the
yeah,
Pocket Watch
I
dies.
talked. Yeah, I talked about that last week.
You liked it because it looked like Cthulhu, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, my niece was brought this up.
May have followed because OTG that then. Yeah, I definitely brought this up last week. I remember. Not last week. 2 weeks ago. Didn't have one. That being said, next week, we will be doing a one shot with the Avenue Studios on my channel of Ironbound.
Hmm.
Mike's going to be in it. John's going to be, and Wes is going to soon, and myself. So it will be my first time playing my game.
Well, here comes the min max and power gaming.
That's how I built my
Breaking the
game.
rules, huh?
How I built my game. I built my game to break. Oh, Wednesday. Is it this coming Wednesday or next Wednesday? I think it's next Wednesday, right?
For the game, yes.
No.
Wednesday,
For
Tuesday.
no. For Dukes.
Oh, that I don't know.
Um. Look, I know how to break my game. Okay, next week. So not this week. Next week. I'm very happy for because tomorrow I have Luke from Pirate Borg on. Guy who wrote Pirate Borg. He's gonna be on my on the channel. That is gonna be at 6 o'clock my time. Um. So hey, Skillum. Um. Yeah. So that is it, everyone. So we do have Grimwood this weekend. This weekend. So we're introducing. Yeah, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Um, he's gonna be. We're gonna get him on the channel. He has a new Kickstarter coming up for Pirate Borg. It's a venture for Pirate Borg. It's really. It's gonna add a few more extra things to Pirate Borg. I'm not sure what those things are because he hasn't said, but or at least he hasn't. He has said. I haven't read about them. Um, so we'll get him on. What's funny is he's going to be on DM Tails' channel early in the day at lunchtime. So I'm going to try not to duplicate anything. Insane priest class. They already have that. They have the zealot. Oh, because you were on the one ship that. Yeah, no, I never mind. I'm tired. Been a long day. All right, folks. Let's call it a night. You guys all have a great night. Thank you.
You as well.
Here we go. Stream.